And this is Job 2 and verse 3. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High and escheweth evil? And still he holdeth fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without a cause. Kal halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rukwakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. Peace and salutations to our brothers and down, teaching, preaching, pushing this gospel. Good news to four corners of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Greetings also to the few sisters that tune into these video epistles. I've called this lesson from the text there. Dost thou still retain thine integrity? That's the question. It's just posing it. It popped up in my mind going through these scriptures from time to time. You think, you know, that the real test of faith is just one day closer, and we're just hanging on. We're hanging on. The Most High, whose name is Yahweh, his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, is a chief master strategist. And the scripture says, I think it's Exodus 15 and 3, or somewhere around there, is, I'm a man of war, and he's making big moves. We're going to get straight back into the scripture here, which is a brief exhortation about what is about to come and how we need to consider this. Hold on to our integrity no matter what. Look at the state that Job was in. It's a prime example of the state of Israel. It can be individual as well, but more than likely it's the state that the house of Israel finds itself, just waking up from deep slumber. The earth covered in gross darkness. Job 2, let's go from 4, read some of these. And Satan answered the demon, the spiritual demon. Satan answered the Lord and said, Skin for skin, yea, all that a man hath will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. So he wasn't allowed to take his life. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord, and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. All of his body, nothing was left untouched. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. So this is, if you can imagine, this is really graphic. Excuse me here. Another hot morning here in the hills in Jamaica. It's very graphic, and really it's quite gross. The state that our brother Job's skin was in. He was scraping his skin. It must have been quite disgusting to behold. And he sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, just imagine, you know what these women are like. They're so scornful. Look at the state of you. Dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God, whose name is Yahweh, and die. But he, Job, said unto her, his wife, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, and shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips. Job understood that the Most High created good and evil. He understands the perfect balance. A false balance is abomination to our power. And so Job was being tested, and he didn't lose his integrity. Actually, I've got a definition here. In my notes, I wrote down a few of these words associated with this definition here. Integrity, state of being undivided, unimpaired, soundness, completeness. You see, particularly in a state of adversity. And that's what we're coming up to. Everyone is going to be challenged big time. It's coming up real soon. I mean, look at the state. Job was in all kind of physical and mental anguish. And he maintained his integrity. Let's get more in that. Job 27. Job 27, let's go from 3. All the while my breath is in me, and the spirit of the Most High in my nostrils. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. God forbid that I should justify you. Till I die, I will not remove mine integrity from me. My righteousness I hold fast, and will not let it go. My heart shall not reproach me. so long as I live. Let mine enemy be as the wicked, and he that riseth up against me as the unrighteous. For what hope? For what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he hath gained, when the Most High taketh away his soul? Will the Most High hear his cry when trouble cometh on him? Surely not. Will he delight himself in the Almighty? Will he always call upon the Most High? Well, this devil in the earth, calling himself the white man, we know the answer to that. It's no, he doesn't acknowledge the Lord in all of his steps. Not at all. And we know what we're coming up against. Jacob's trouble. Actually, let's read. Let's get these two regular ones here that we usually use. There's some longer ones in 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. Let's get Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. I mean, they've got these fools jumping with their mouths open. They've been paid off. They're disputing about whether it's actually real or it's already happened. Or let's see what they're going to do. All the gas prices going up. I mean, food, inflation going sky high. You can't afford anything. Your rent's going up. Everything's sky high. And then comes a real pestilence, hunger. Let's see, after you've not eaten for 3 days, 4 days, what is your debating skills going to be like? Let's get the other one. Daniel 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, the archangel, a man of war, which standeth for the children of thy people. I think Michael, also like God. I can't remember the proper definition there. Maybe it come back to me. For the children of thy people, he who is like God. I think that's his Michael. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. That's the time that we're coming up to. Let's get more. Matthew 24, red letter, Yahushua speaking. There's the disciples saying to him here in verse 3, I think we'll get that first. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? What world? It's this man's world. It's Esau, Edom, the end of the aeon, end of his continuous period of rulership. Let's jump 6 to 9. Let's jump around here. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, is happening now, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in various diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. His name is Yahushua. That's his name. Verse 12. But because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel, not the foolishness, it's a Sunday morning here, and they've got all these churches going to be open, and I have to do my lesson quickly. It's just going to be so noisy with all this foolishness and idol worship going on around me. They don't have the truth. But this gospel is the gospel of the kingdom, the gospel of reconciliation, the children of Israel being brought back into the favor of their power with a chance to be saved. They've got these clowns walking around saying they're saved. Now, what are you saved from? The disastrous, all of the pestilence and the fire that is coming to the earth by way of nuclear nightmare. Hasn't happened yet, and you're already saved. How do you know this? This kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel, we just read it, the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand. Let's go to read it, go to your ability to perceive through the Spirit. Let's jump to 22 here. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Yahushua, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false anointeds and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. But it's not possible to refer to ourselves as the hopeful elect. At this time, we're hoping to book our ticket onto that massive fathership that Yahushua and the angelic army is coming back in. Yeah, we're hoping. We're holding on fast until our change come. We're holding on. I think we had one more here back in, Proverbs. Let's wrap up with that one. The last few lessons have taken like 2 days to upload. See if we keep this one short. Proverbs 11. Let's go from 3. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. This is another word for this, another title of this man. What man? He's calling himself the white man. It's the Edomite in the scripture. He's also known, Malachi 1:4, as the wicked. The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. When a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish. He's got nothing to look forward to, and the hope of unjust men perisheth. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. We're just getting ready for what we refer to trading places. The scripture in 2 Ezra 6 and 9 tells us Esau, Edom, the white man, is the end of the world, the end of the age, the aeon. His time is up. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So let's read this again. This is Proverbs 11 and 8. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. It's your turn. An hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. Knowledge of what? Knowledge of the truth. Wisdom, knowledge, understanding come from on high. So I won't stretch the lesson beyond where it needs to be. It's just a quick exhortation here. The real famine and pestilence and wars and plagues and everything is ramping up. People can say it's happened in the past, but not altogether and not at this rate. So you've been listening to, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Shalom to the next lesson. We don't fear no guy. No, sir.